Hey y'all, I'm Miss Smith, if you don't already know me, and today I'm going to talk to you about some classes and opportunities that you have to take in my classes. So I have 3 official classes at this point that you can take. The very first one is my health occupations class, and in this class, it's mainly usually sophomores. Sometimes I have juniors. Occasionally I'll have some freshmen or seniors that fall in there. So what is my health occupations class? Well, it's a fun class, and I'll tell you, it doesn't usually have a lot of homework. We do most everything in class. And in this class, you're going to learn some skills like CPR and first aid. I'm sure some of you guys have already heard that. This also meets your requirement for your senior year. But it's really important that you know that. I've already had several students that have had to use that after they were trained. So that's one of our primary things. The other thing is we talk a little bit about the history of healthcare. We also do a little bit of medical terminology. You may be thinking, what is medical terminology? Well, it's like a foreign language. Not a foreign language, but for the medical healthcare, we speak in terms that sometimes people don't know. So you'll learn a little bit of that and get a little bit of basis on that. We also talk about things like ethics, just kind of what to expect when you're going to be a healthcare worker. Then one of our other biggest projects is a career search. So we usually focus on looking at a bunch of different careers that you may not have ever even heard about that's in healthcare. So why should you take my class? I don't know, because you may not know what you want to do. Or if you do know you want to be in healthcare, you definitely need to take my class. If you have no clue, take my class, because trust me, there'll be a career that you'll find that might only take 6 months, 1 year, or within 2 years, you could get a degree that you'd be able to make anywhere from $60,000 to $80,000. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So that's your first step to get to meet me. Then on your senior year, the next classes I have are solely for seniors. And so that is my medical terminology class, which is also a dual credit class that transfers to universities. So you might be saying, hey, I heard that word. What is medical terminology? Yeah, we're focusing strictly on the use of all the medical languages. We pull in just different specialties. We pull in like diseases and pathology processes. We have a bunch of interactive activities that we do, some in groups, some individually. So everybody has a really good time with that. That's going to get you 3 dual credit hours for that class. So that is a full year class. It's usually first hour. Depending on master schedule, that might change, but that's the full year. And again, this is an important class. Not only is it good for nursing, but it's used for a lot of other healthcare careers. Physical therapy, nutrition, occupational therapy, even if you want to be a medical doctor. All of these words that you're learning are going to be words that you are going to use. So if you think that you're going to go into any type of healthcare career, I would suggest you for sure take this class your senior year. My third option is your CNA. So many of you guys may have heard that one. That's Certified Nursing Assistant class. And currently that's second year. And I usually like those two to butt up together. So if you're taking the CNA class, you for sure take the medical terminology class. So in my Certified Nursing Assistant class, you may have already heard stories from some of my past students. This is a class that you will love. We have lots of time together. We learn how to care for people at that initial process. And not only is it the initial process, but CNAs are really the basis for all care given to individuals at most facilities. You're the frontline person. You're the one that's going in and seeing them, knowing what to do, things to look for, to be able to report back to your nurses or your healthcare provider on what's going on. So in this class, again, it's a full year. It is a dual credit class, but it's not one that like necessarily transfers. At the end of the year, you'll get to take a state test, and then you'll be what we call a certified nursing assistant. And you can work in multiple places that we'll talk about and go through that in our class. And as I said, this is dual credit, so it'll be 10 hours that will be credited to your junior college. And so I hope to see you.